I've done a fair amount of manga shopping, but have I ever stayed in a bookstore from opening to closing? Well, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., I stayed inside of a Barnes & Noble doing whatever I could so that I wouldn't be bored. Let's go take a look. So it is currently 8:51 a.m. We're gonna stay in there for 12 hours. So let's just head on in there, see what they've got, and yeah, we'll go from there. Yokoso, my manga society. Okay, so I have been in here for about 7 minutes. It is 9:07. I'm really tired. I didn't have any coffee or anything. So I think to start off, I'm gonna go grab a coffee from Starbucks.
Can I just get a large black coffee?
All right, so I got my coffee. It's just a black coffee. I don't get anything super fancy, but I'm gonna drink a little bit of this and then go check out what they have in the manga section. I think the first thing that I really want to do today is just take a look at what's out. I feel like I haven't been super crazy shopping for manga in a while. It is currently 9:17, so it's only been like 20-ish minutes since I came in here. Let's drink a little bit of this and then go take a look at the manga. Guys, stop sleeping on Centuria. It sounds goofy, but it's so good. Now I wanted to get more footage with this coffee, but this was literally the hottest coffee I've ever touched. So even through the sleeve, it burned my hand. And we got some peak here, blue lock. Okay, someone please tell me when the next Battle Royale is coming out, because these are coming out so slow, I feel like. It's been forever since this first deluxe edition came out. I'm just kind of like waiting for the next one, but they're coming out so slow. I've seen people glaze Cocoon, so I might pick this up. I might even read it today. Ooh, also Colette Decides to Die. I've heard really good things. And I've been meaning to read more shoujos, so this might be a read today, or even a pickup, we'll see. There's a lot of volumes. Ooh, you already know, new JoJo's. I do need this one. I'm not caught up, like reading-wise, but definitely probably a pickup. Love Bullet could also definitely be a possible read. I've been extremely interested in reading this, so we'll see. We have found Goblin's favorite manga. I think she wanted me to pick up this one. She's on the most recent volume, I believe, so we're gonna pick this up. She wasn't here to defend herself against this one. I feel like this Barnes & Noble never really has the best selection ever, but we're gonna try to make do with what they have. They don't have a lot of new stuff, unfortunately. I have been wanting to read some of the newer stuff, but unfortunately, we're gonna try to make do, like I said. Of course, they have peak. Some more peak. So if you're interested in the haul that I get today, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. I will be showing what I buy. It has been a bit since I finished the coffee and took a look at the manga. It is currently 10:07. So I'm gonna try to see what I can maybe even like read today. So I know one of the prompts that someone put in my Discord was read a Shonen Sunday title, besides Free Run, I believe. So we're gonna try to find a Shonen Sunday title. I'm not super aware of what is published by Shonen Sunday, but we're gonna take a look and see, and then I'll read it and tell you guys what it's all about. So it does look like helck is Shonen Sunday. I believe this is a comedy. It did get an anime recently, but I've heard funny things about the manga. The anime didn't do well, but I think this is one of the only Shonen Sundays that I can find that has like a volume 1. Let's go read this. So helck is a comedy, I guess, about a hero, a human hero. He went to the demon realm to try to become the new demon lord. They're trying to figure out if he's actually trying to become a demon lord. He says he hates humans, so they're kind of like confused. They don't know if he's actually serious. So they're having this like huge competition to see who becomes the next demon lord, because his twin brother actually defeated the previous demon lord. I would actually read the second volume. Now I do want to see if I can try to interview or quiz someone. If not, I'm gonna see what kind of art books there are. We'll take a look at like an art book. So they didn't actually have many art books here, not any that are like unwrapped at least. So I did pick out 5 different manga here: Blom, Galaxius, Daemons of the Shadow Realm, Centuria, and Love Bullets. I did put out a poll in the Discord, so if you're in the Discord, please answer the poll. I'm gonna give it like an hour. I'm gonna go eat some food at Starbucks. I'll show you what I get, but I did put out a poll. Whichever volume wins, I'm gonna read that here and now. So while we wait for the poll to end, let's go eat some food. So here from Starbucks, I got a pizza pretzel and a blueberry scone. I also got a lime Red Bull. The pizza pretzel was actually really good. There was cheese inside of the pretzel and just hit the spot. Now the blueberry scone was a little dry, so it was a little disappointing. And Red Bull for me is pretty hit or miss. This lime flavor was definitely not it for me. So the winner of the poll was actually Blom. So I'm gonna be reading Blom today. Yeah, I'm extremely excited about this because Blom has been on my list for such a long time, and this volume actually looks like it's in good condition. I feel like it's been really hard for me to find a Blom copy that's actually in decent condition. So excited to read this. So it's currently 1:30 and I did finish Blom. Super interesting. Definitely want to keep reading. I understand why people like it so much. This sci-fi story about this guy trying to find it's such a huge mystery, and we learn a lot of information as it goes, but this main character, he's trying to find this net terminal gene, and he's being chased by administrators and like these dry bodies. So it's super interesting. I can't wait to actually read more. I know they have the second one here, but I don't know if I'm gonna read it today. I'll definitely pick this up at some point and collect the whole series. I'm gonna try to find either like a light novel or, I don't know, let's go see what else we can do. So I've been trying to keep a lookout for people to interview, to maybe even like give a free manga away, but no luck. It is a Monday. I figured I'd have troubles finding people to interview or even just like quiz. So I'm gonna go take a look at some of the other stuff in Barnes & Noble. And yeah, if we can't find anyone like super soon or anything, I'm just gonna read a chapter of like a novel or even just look at a cookbook. I feel like that could be super cool. So it is currently 2 o'clock. So I ended up reading Centuria even though it didn't win the poll. I did enjoy it, so let's go take a look at some of my thoughts. So Centuria was actually like super interesting. They're like out at sea, but this like Julian, the main character, he's like a slave at the beginning, but while they're on this boat, there's this like octopus being, it's kind of like a god maybe. It kills a bunch of the other slaves, and then he gains the power of like 100 of these people and safety from the ocean and the sea. It's super interesting. I would definitely want to read more. Also, I don't know how many of you have read Hikaru no Go or even watched it, but I read it like super recently, and I am like really thinking about picking up this Go board. I was thinking maybe Goblin and I could play it or something, because she also read it recently. So I think we'd both be pretty interested in trying it. And yeah, I'm just kind of like in the board game section of Barnes & Noble, and there's a ton of puzzles too. I wasn't aware of how many puzzles, board games, and even Legos. There's like a ton of Legos in this store. I'm gonna head back over to the manga section. Maybe there's someone over there I can quiz or interview or something. It is currently 3 o'clock. I'm hoping by the end of the day, I'm able to quiz someone. Snapkin. So while I've been waiting, I actually took a look at this anime cookbook, which is super interesting. I feel like it's definitely a lot of just like, you know, Japanese recipes. There's karage here, there's gyudon. There's just a ton of really nice looking stuff in here, and I feel like maybe let me know down in the comments which one of these dishes looked the best to you and which one you'd like to see me try to make. I feel like there's a lot of different recipes in here, and I'm always trying to find new stuff to cook and bake. Now, I feel like I've been wasting a lot of time just like waiting for someone to like quiz or interview. I might eat something else. I might go back to Starbucks, get something else to eat, and then maybe read like a chapter of a light novel, or even just like read some more manga in general. It is currently 3:20. Might go eat something first and then come back up here, see if there's anyone I can like, you know, talk to, but who knows. So I actually ended up reading Love Bullet So I read almost all of the manga that were on that poll that I put in the Discord. So, I mean, I was just super interested in this. I've been wanting to read it for a long time, but it was really interesting. I definitely want to collect this and then also read the second volume. It's about these cupids who help people fall in love with people that are compatible with the people they're trying to get to fall in love with. The way you become a cupid is you die without having fallen in love. You can come back to life by getting enough good karma as a cupid. I'm really gonna try to find someone to interview or quiz. I really want to like find someone, so if not, I'm definitely gonna read some sort of light novel or novel first, maybe get something to eat really quick. I'll see you guys over there. Are you still selling the croissant breakfast sandwich? Would I be able to have one of those and a chocolate chunk cookie? So I ended up getting a croissant breakfast sandwich and a chocolate chunk cookie. Now, I usually don't get food from Starbucks, but today it really surprised me. I really wouldn't mind getting food from Starbucks again. So it is now currently about 5 o'clock. We are actually gonna read. I've never read Invincible. I am caught up with, you know, the cartoon that's out. I'm gonna read Invincible and then try to see, yeah, how it compares to the actual show itself. I don't usually read comics, so we'll see how this goes. So Invincible was super, super interesting. Obviously the art style is completely different. It would definitely be really hard to adapt like such a similar art style into like, you know, a show or a cartoon. It's definitely not the same as like adapting like a manga into an anime. And yeah, overall I liked it. I definitely want to collect the huge omnibuses. Obviously this is the single. And so we're just about at 6 o'clock. 3 more hours till we hit that 9 o'clock, 12-hour mark. I'm gonna try to find some people to finally quiz or interview. If not, I'm gonna find an out-of-print manga. Hopefully they have something, and then maybe read some sort of novel or light novel. Okay, so I feel like I waste so much time just like sitting in the manga section waiting for someone. It's currently 6:40, so I'm gonna try to read a novel. Look at all these words. Get a load of this guy. So I feel like this is exactly what you'd expect of like a novel. It's definitely a lot more descriptive, as in like it describes more of like the world, the setting. I feel like in the manga it definitely mentions a lot about the world, but not nearly as much as like the novel. I feel like in the novel it's definitely probably a lot harder to keep track of the different characters. With the visual in the manga, it's definitely easier to tell who is who. In that way, I feel like I would probably definitely, for something like this, enjoy the manga more. But it was definitely interesting to compare like the differences, so I'm definitely glad I read like the first chapter at least. And the first chapter only gets to the point where they're on the bus and they get gassed, and so they fall asleep. So after waiting literally all day, I finally found someone to quiz. So let's go take a look at the results. All right, so we finally found someone. Obviously it's a Monday, so it's gonna be hard to find someone, but we finally got someone. What's your name?
I'm Dimitri.
Dimitri, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And thank you so much for accepting.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
So for a chance at a free manga volume, we have a 5-question manga quiz. Question number 1. What's the protagonist's name in One Piece?
Monkey D. Luffy.
Nice, easy.
Got it.
Question number 2. In Death Note, what is the name of the Shinigami of the first notebook that we see?
Is it Ryuk?
Yes. 2 out of 5.
Got it.
So we need 3 out of 5 correct to get that free volume. So next question. In Full Metal Alchemist, what is the specific date engraved on Edward's pocket watch?
Oh. It's been like 3 years. I need to think. I need to go deep in my bag. I can't get it. It's not coming to me, no.
We still got 2 questions. You can still make it. You can still make it. In Berserk, What is the name of the mercenary band that Guts joins but later falls apart?
I just read this, like, that was the last thing I read before Blue Lock. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm cooked. I'm put on the spot. I can't get it. It's a bit hard.
We got one more question.
I got this one, I think.
You got it. In Vagabond, what is Musashi Miyamoto's given name? Like earlier on in the manga, what does he go by?
Yeah, I don't remember anything from Vagabond. The only thing about Musashi Miyamoto I remember is from Record of Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah,
That's the only stuff I remember about him. I'm sorry, I'm out.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm out.
I will offer a free manga volume just because you're the only person that I've been able to find today.
It'd be nice, but I didn't make the 3 out of 5, so.
And so for the rest of the day, I did kind of just look through some other manga like Mars and The Martial King. If you haven't checked out The Martial King, it's a new manga by Boichi, but seems super interesting, so I'll pick it up at some point. I did take a look at the coloring book for Witch Hat Atelier, which it looks really good. If you're into coloring, I would definitely suggest buying this. It looks cool. So they didn't have any art books, they were all wrapped. So it is currently 8:30. They're literally about to close. Yeah, that was an entire day in a bookstore or Barnes & Noble. I feel like I didn't get a whole lot done. I feel like most of the time it was me like standing in the manga section because, you know, I want to talk to people, I want to interview people, I want to quiz people. It being a Monday was probably not the best day to go to want to do that type of stuff, but I am happy because I did get one person to quiz. Thank you so much for accepting that. We will go through my haul now. What did I get? I got Cocoon. I've heard good things, so I wanted to try that out. I got, of course, Tank Chair Volume 8. We've got Homunculus 5 and 6, and then Immortality and Punishment Volume 2. If you have not tried this out, I would recommend it. A lot less manga read than I thought I would. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to join the Manga Society today. And as always, this world is cruel, but at least we have manga.